In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
Tech Zone, Paul Amadeus Lane. I can't believe this show is almost over. Not over, but over. And I've been enjoying our time chatting about CES 2019, some innovation, the great company out of Israel, the Essence Group that we talked about in the second segment of the show. If you missed that, download the podcast, subscribe to the podcast. You can listen to it whenever you want, whenever you like, and check out some of the great technology that's definitely going to make life a lot easier for our grandparents, aging seniors, disabled individuals, and yeah, great time. Technology. How many of us remember the Jetsons and then the flying vehicles and how we thought that would be really cool to have a vehicle like that? Well, we have reached the point in technology now where we're starting to see these autonomous vehicles, driverless vehicles. We see a little bit of this technology in cars today with the parking assist and other safety features in cars. There's been ones testing these cars on the market. Would you get one? Would you get inside one? I think it's the greatest piece of technology that man has created, autonomous vehicles, and I will tell you why. Think about ones who lost the ability to drive, like myself. Like if you have a loved one who had a stroke, who can no longer get a license and drive, and that can be a tremendous blow to that person, because that person now has to rely on people to take them each and everywhere they want to go. Would it be nice for them to still have their own vehicle, control where they want to go by putting in an address and coordinates, and they have the independence to go whenever they like? Or what if you have a family member that does all the driving all the time? Wouldn't it be nice for them to sit back and enjoy the ride and then relax? And, you know, I think people will be a lot more relaxed when they go to work, when they go to places, because driving can be stressful. And I know there's a lot of safety issues out there when it comes to autonomous vehicles out there. But my next guest, with their technology, is hoping that this would bridge the gap with some of the issues that we have on autonomous vehicles. And it talks about just the wonderful global technology we have all over the world. And our next stop is Asia. And this next company will be at CES 2019, showing off this great autonomous innovation. I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. I'm so happy to have with me right now the general manager of North America for Robosense, Yaolin Ren. Yaolin, welcome to the program. How are you, my friend?
Great. Thank you, Paul, for having me here.
It's an honor having you. So let's talk about autonomous vehicles. What's the biggest challenges when it comes to really making this industry top notch? What are some of the challenges that we see out there?
The biggest challenge right now, I think, it's cost and mass production for autonomous driving cars.
Nice. I'm glad you said that, because sometimes as a consumer, what we do is we look back and say, well, how come things are not done? How come things are not done? But it costs money to do these things. And when it comes to this industry right here, is it more centric to where we live at on the globe, like here in the United States, or overseas? Are they both having the same challenges when it comes to autonomous vehicles?
It's a global issue. It's common for the whole industry. So it's everywhere. So it's the same challenging for everywhere.
And when it comes to what you guys are doing over there at Robosense, what makes you guys different from other companies out there who are trying to get into this autonomous market?
So in Robosense, basically we are providing the total solutions, not only the hardware, not only the software, also the software, hardware combined together to be productionable and to be able to get to the mass production mass production products. So basically, we can have the next generation solid state sensors for LIDAR, and also the algorithms and the solutions behind this. So we can have a very economical and mass producible products for the autonomous driving cars.
And what are the benefits to having both of these together? Because I assume most companies have, they don't do both like Robosense is doing. So why is it so beneficial to have both of these technologies under Robosense's umbrella?
So basically, the hardware is a sensor technology for LiDAR, and the software is the algorithm for autonomous driving's like point cloud algorithm to extract all the patterns and objects sensed from the LiDAR sensors. And it's very rare to have all these algorithm engineers ready for the autonomous driving cars needs. So Robosense has been working in this area for more than 10 years, accumulated experience in the software, algorithm, and also recently developed the hardware to go with the LiDAR sensor. So basically, Robosense has the advantage of working both sides of the problem. And basically, it's very beneficial for Robosense to be able to take advantage of the both sides, to be able to make economical and mass producible products.
I love that. I love that. So we talked about the challenges with money to try to make this happen. So how can we make this a reality now when it comes to mass producing these projects with Robosense? How can this become a reality for us?
Robosense is very successful in doing the mass production products in LiDAR. Robosense has produced the first generation LiDAR sensor, and also is working on the production version of the solid state version of the second generation LiDAR sensor. So the second generation LiDAR sensor is very economical, cost very cost advantages, and also is also has much better mass production reliability. So that's where Robosense has been coming a long way to come to this point. That's why Robosense has the advantage of the mass producible sensor in LiDAR products.
And yeah, Lynn, when here in California, I think a little bit over a year ago, when there was an accident with an autonomous vehicle, and everyone in California just kind of just lost their mind. They're like, "Oh no, this is not safe." But when we look at how it is compared to regular drivers out there, autonomous vehicles are much safer than regular drivers. So, what is Robosense doing to make sure that autonomous vehicles are as safe as possible?
That's exactly what the LiDAR sensor is doing. The current generation of autonomous driving or advanced driving assistance system vehicles don't have the exact LiDAR sensor on it yet because of the cost, because of the feasibility of mounting the sensor on the cars. And with the LiDAR sensor of the mass producible products from Robosense, it's a very advanced advantage for the sensors to be able to provide more redundancy for autonomous driving. Basically, all the sensors working together, from microwave, from cameras, from even ultrasonic, and the LiDAR. So basically, they complement with each other and provide more data and more redundancy for the safety driving features. So when we have the mass producible and cost-effective LiDAR sensor, which can be mounted to eventually the mass producible cars, then the cars will have much more safety margins to be able to rely on. So that's when the autonomous driving will be possible.
I love it. I love it. And when we talk about the benefits of this technology that Robosense has, and looking at the future, and one's just tuning in and listening or watching about autonomous vehicles, if you can delve in a little deeper about the benefits of the MEMS technology and just how valuable it is to that to be a part of what you guys are doing over there at Robosense.
Right. So the LIDAR sensor has come a long way from the military use and now to the industrial use, now to the autonomous car driving applications. So the current generation of LIDAR sensor, which are based on rotating mirrors or other type of mechanical structures, they are bulky and especially very costly, and also they are very hard to integrate into a normal passenger car. So for MEMS type of LiDAR sensor, they are very teeny. They basically are solid state microchips. They integrated into the sensor, and the whole sensor itself is very small, and it's reliable, and it's cost effective. So they basically revolutionized the LiDAR sensor itself. It's similar to other area of the technology. When you first come out with like a very good technology, usually you have a bulky and costly design. But when you go down to a road of mass production and or to integration, higher integration level, you become to a chip size product. Then that's when the mass producible chip size products is available. Then that's when that product is cost effective and reliable. So it's happening to the LiDAR sensor. MEMS solid state LiDAR sensor from Robosense is a way to advance the reliability, productability, and also lower the cost. So that's when the mass production is possible.
And Yalin, when it comes to just the science and technology that we have today, this is something that seems to get better and better as the days go by, just because of where we're at in the technological advancements that we have now around the world. And as a scientist, did you ever think that you would see a day that we would be talking about autonomous vehicles, but not only talking about it, but getting really close to produce these in mass quantities?
Yes, definitely. I think that's the future of the car and also the driving industry will be look like. It not only has the advantage of getting people to more efficiently to where they want to go. Also, it's also advantage for the whole world to be able to coordinate with each other more efficiently and without more safely. So it's also a benefit to the whole society and also to the industry, to a personal life. So I think that's going to be a very expectable future.
And Yalin, myself being confined to a wheelchair and not able to walk, I don't drive. I haven't driven in over 25 years. And I am dependent upon people picking me up, driving me around to go to certain things. It's nice one day to have an autonomous vehicle that I can program to say, hey, take me to the store or take me to the movies, or Yalin is visiting, go see him, let's go have fun. That is just incredible. You know, even though there's ones out there who may not have any challenges, no disabilities, but for just the masses involved, this is a technology that's a game changer. And I'm looking forward just to seeing some of the great things that you guys are doing at Robosense.
Yes, I think that's exactly one of the advantage and also one of the important areas that autonomous driving will serve in the future. The people with disabilities can go where they want, either by the type of taxi or by themselves, personal use of the vehicle. So that's exactly the advantage of the autonomous driving will be in the future.
Now, you guys are going to be at the biggest tech event in the world. I'm going to be there. I love it. CES 2019, So what are some things that you guys plan to talk about or plan to show off at CES 2019?
We'll be releasing the production version of our maps-based LiDAR sensor together with the total solution. So we'll be showing a lot of the real things there. So you will be expecting a lot of great things over there. I cannot release too much of it, but you can go to see.
I love it because you don't want to let the cat out of the bag, right? You want people to go there and check it out. But the cool thing about it, Yao Lin, is that I'm going to be there as well too. So we'll come by with the cameras and we'll break some news live so everybody can see. Yao Lin, so let's talk about what does something like this cost to put in a vehicle, to make this vehicle autonomous?
So I'm focusing on the sensor size, like LiDAR sensor side of the cost. So basically, current generations of the LiDAR sensor cost like thousands and even tens of thousands of dollars. So basically, they are only for testing purpose. For mass producible LiDAR sensor to be used in mass production cars, I believe the cost will be below a few $100s, and that's a price that people can comfortably put in a car and in all the devices moving like other type of transportation tools they want to use to be able to use. So that's basically, I think it'll be orders of lower the cost in the future.
Wow, that's very economical. When you said the price, I was like, wow. So does this mean, Yao Lin, that we can retrofit this to an existing car, or do we have to have one of the newer cars to make this happen?
It definitely can be retrofitted to older cars, combined with other sensors and also all the autonomous driving platforms. It can retrofit to other cars to be able to do more things in the future.
I love it. So, Yao Lin, before I let you go, is there anything else out there you'd like to let the audience know, or maybe a website they can go to, or something, anything else you'd like to bring out?
Yeah, check out robosense.ai, robosense.ai for all the products of Robosense, and also welcome to the CES 2019 of Robosense booth to experience the next generation LiDAR sensor and technology. And especially for you, Paul, welcome to the booth during Robosense during CES 2019.
I'm looking forward to it. And if you guys want to, I guess, experiment on my wheelchair, have at it. I'm with it. Let's do it, okay?
Let's make it autonomous driving.
Let's do it. Hey, great talking to you, Yao Lin, and much success in what you guys are doing over there at Robosense.
Thank you so much, Paul. I'll see you in CES.
All right, let's do it. Once again, a huge shout out to Yao Lin Ren, Chief Scientist over there at Robosense. I love it. Yao Lin was really giving some good food for thought when it comes to autonomous vehicle and what Robosense is doing to really make the experience helpful. And you notice the cost is really coming down when it comes to that. I'm telling you, in about 3 to 5 years, I think you're going to see more and more autonomous vehicles. I'm gonna get one. I'll put up or shut up. I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'll definitely do it. I think it's great. I think it's gonna be incredible. Are there risks? Yes, there's risk. There's risk when we get in the cars every day, but sometimes as humans we have extra baggage when it comes to driving. Maybe we're having a bad day. Maybe we had a fight with our family member, an argument, a disagreement. We're emotional. We don't need to be driving. Wouldn't it be nice to have someone to take that load off? And our friends over at Robosense and their technology when it comes to autonomous vehicles, I think they're hitting a home run with it. And I'm looking forward to stopping by their booth at CES 2019 and check out this innovation in person. All right, CES 2019. Are you ready? Are you excited like I am? And remember, we are right around the corner from CES 2019. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. I'm going to be broadcasting live from there and just releasing some great content, talking to some great minds when it comes to innovation out there. All right. Well, it's time for me to wrap it up. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Love you all. This is the Tech Zone. I am Paul Amadeus Lane. And have a good one. Can you do that? All right. Take care, folks.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.